Welcome to Venture TV. Welcome Eva and welcome Jason.
Thank you.
Eva, you are the founder of 12 Designers in Germany, a crowdsourcing design company which is in Berlin. And Jason, you are one of the very early employees of 99designs, which is the international version of 12 Designers. And you are from the United States. And where exactly?
Based out of San Francisco.
San Francisco, where all the cool companies are. Okay. And then you two sit here together, although you are competitors, or you used to be competitors, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Eva wears a 99designs shirt. What happened, Eva?
I lately sold 12designer to 99designs. We did the acquisition in July this year. So we had 4 weeks, and then we launched the German version of 99designs, also to give 99designs a start in the European market.
All right, and now you're active in roughly how many countries?
Well, we're active all over the world. We're a global company. The 99designs.de is the first non-English version of the site. So, we're an interesting story because we started out of Melbourne, Australia, and then came to the United States. And the United States is now our headquarters because it's a huge market. Lots of opportunity, and when we started our sort of international localization expansion, we picked the pretty low-hanging fruit. So you had the UK and things of that nature. So English-speaking Canada, etc., Australia, go figure. And so now with Germany, hugely important market for us. First step, acquiring a great company, and now we're excited to have launched our German language site.
Okay, and Eva, when you founded 12 Designers, did you have that in mind that maybe another company could buy you? No.
Yes and no. So when I founded it, I mainly focused on Germany, and for me it was always a long way apart thinking about which ways exit could be. And to be honest, somebody asked me, what's your exit strategy? And I thought, I don't know. And the first thing I thought, I sold to 99designs, but it was just fun 2 years ago. And 1 year ago I thought, how do I go on? The market is accelerating for cross-house graphic design. I was checking, do I go for another investment? Or then I checked the competitors, and I thought that the 99designs guy do a pretty good job in growing the market. So I watched their numbers the last 4 years, and they really picked up quite well. And when I was at CrowdConf in San Francisco last November, I thought, I will drop them an email and meet them for coffee and see how they are, because in general I like to talk to competitors.
All right, now coming to the real interesting questions. Eva, did it pay out for you to be bought by 99designs? Are you a rich girl right now?
Interesting question. I'm definitely a happy girl right now that we do business together in the future, and sure, I think they paid something for the company, but we don't disclose this information, unfortunately. So it will stay a secret.
Too bad. Well, yeah. Interesting question with no answer then, but no, that's all right.
The best questions often have no answers.
You're right, yeah. But then coming to the community of designers, how is that? You are community, the one who managed the community.
Yeah, I'm the community director. Yeah.
And how is it when designers work on some projects and they don't get awarded, they don't win? Do many designers lose the interest then? And are they stopping the work for 99designs, or is it not that big of a problem?
I wouldn't say that it's a big problem. I mean, the bottom line, I think, with that question is people tend to do what they get value out of. And we've got a huge community of graphic designers all over the world that get a lot of value out of us. This 99designs crowdsourcing as a tool for designers, it's just like any other tool. You have to really learn how to use it. You're just not, like with business or running a business or networking, you don't just naturally know how to do these things to the greatest efficacy. And crowdsourcing is the same way. So I think the designers who embrace it and really get to know how they can leverage it for their business, do so with great results. I'm actually in Europe visiting the team in Berlin, obviously, but doing a designer tour. So I started off in Bucharest. We've had meetups there and in Hamburg and Berlin. Now we'll have one tomorrow in Cologne, and then when it's off to Croatia and Serbia. So just visiting the designers on this sort of ground, and the stories that you hear are really fantastic. People life-changing. Before 99designs, I was sort of directionless, didn't really have very many opportunities, and now I bought a house. I'm working. I've got flexibility. So there's so many values that we provide. The ability to just find clients, like for a freelancer, finding your next client, it can be quite a challenge. And any freelancer will tell you, it's sort of when it rains it pours. So you tend to be quite busy and then quite slow, and that's sort of the trade-off of that flexibility is you don't have necessarily a lot of stability, and it takes some time to develop. And that's where 99designs can be a huge asset because it's about the relationship. A big misconception is it's this contest and this project and it's just a singular thing in isolation, but it's actually it's about the relationship. So you, as a freelancer, as maybe your normal business is getting a little slow, you enter a few contests and then you end up coming out of that process with 5-6 new clients that you end up working with directly. Okay. So it's a way to build those relationships, build your business, and then things slow down a little bit. You enter a few more contests, refresh that client stream again. So there's a huge value to participating, and the ones who are really getting in and figuring it out, they know it.
Good. Eva, what do you think? Are German designers different than other designers in the world?
Yes and no. I think Germans are in general a bit different, or we experience that we have the 5 language versions in Europe, and when we maybe change our terms and conditions, I get 100 emails from Germans, maybe 5 from Spanish, and few Italian questions asked. So the Germans are pretty precise. They're pretty into how do I do the tax thing later if I win and get an invoice from you, and so they are pretty precise also about the rights of use and whatever. So like we Germans are, but I don't know if they're from a graphical point, if they're different. It's more like very organized, this correct thing. I see the difference.
All right.
And I'd see that as an asset, really, because it shows that they're professional. They want to know how this works, what the constituent parts are, what role we play, what role they play. So there's no uncertainty. And I think that's a great asset for any professional. And frankly, we get questions from designers all over the world. And so I'm sure, we have a German community in and of ourselves prior to 12designer. And I wouldn't say that they asked any more or less questions, but it's great to hear that this community is very professional, and that's what we want. I mean, the goal of any community is to get them engaged. The worst thing from a community point of view is inactivity. Yeah. So I want them to ask questions. I mean, when I communicate with the community, I send out a newsletter to all of the designers who have registered on our site, which at this point is about 400,000, and I send it out from my direct email address because I want them all to have it. I want them to know how to get in touch with me. I mean, that's how you make this platform human, and I think that's a huge asset. Huge asset.
So 400,000 designers. What's the plan for the future? Is there anything that can grow bigger? Or what's the plan? Do you talk about things or not really?
What for us, if we look at the whole graphic design market and see how graphic design is done now, we have much below 1% of coverage of the market, so there is a huge market volume we can grow in. So it's more like, sure, a lot of startups already use our service to get their logo, to get their website, but there are a lot of new customer groups we can address, like bit bigger companies, agencies, all this kind of stuff, to become a real player in the classic graphic design market. So this is first just.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, that relationship between client and designer is often tricky, and so there's plenty of opportunity for us to provide value to both sides across the market, and just facilitate that, not only finding of those people, but then the work, how they work together, how they collaborate on an ongoing basis.
Well, Well, thanks you guys for the interview, and happy working together for you.
Thank you.
And bright future for you.
Yeah, very bright. Thank you.
All right.